Welcome to the pickup from the North Shore of Oahu during the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing. I'm Tiff Cazalis, I'm still with Ashton Gillians and with our friends Nathan Fisher. Welcome again. You don't give the thumbs this time? You don't give me the thumbs?
I don't know, was I supposed to?
Let's start with some news. Sunset update, please, Ashton.
The Vans World Cup of Surfing at Sunset got back underway, as well as the Lululemon Maui Pro. Stab's preeminent and disconcertingly granular competitive analyst, Mikey C, has an update for us.
Maui. Last event, it was Lakey Peterson who allegedly threw her round one heat against Macy Callahan and Nikki Van Dyke in Portugal. Yesterday on Maui, Caroline Marks, who shares a coach, Mike Parsons, with Lakey Peterson, also lost her round one heat to Macy Callahan and Nikki Van Dyke. This gave her a leg up in the world title race. Here's how. For Caroline Marks to become the world champ, Carissa Moore cannot progress beyond the semis at Honolulu. This means that in order for Caroline to have a shot at winning the world championship, she must take out Carissa prior to the finals. Caroline entered Honolulu in the 3rd seed and Carissa in the 1st. If they were to retain these seeds and progress throughout the event, Caroline and Carissa would not meet until the final. This is no good for Caroline. So what did Caroline do? She lost her first round heat for the first time this season, thus relegating herself from the 3rd to the 4th seed and putting her onto Carissa's side of the draw. If they continue to progress throughout the event, Caroline and Carissa will now meet in the semifinals, which gives Caroline the ability to knock Carissa out and give herself a chance at winning the world title.
Oahu.
On the men's side, we have 13 surfers who can theoretically move into qualifying position on Sunset's final day. Among them are Morgan Sibilic, Ethan Ewing, and Carlos Munoz, who need a minimum of just one more heat to qualify, Jack Robinson, who needs a 4th or better in the final, and Zeke Lau, who needs to win the event. Keep in mind that these are minimum requirements and they will likely increase as surfers progress throughout the day.
Oh, wow.
Skate Jam, so the Vans Duct Tape Skate Jam is going down tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Banzai Skate Park, and it will be hosted by Yurisurf and Ivan Florence. Can you give us the lowdown for this event?
So basically it's a skate jam. They play music. It's for all the kids and the people around the area, and it's something alternative to surfing. I don't know, it's just a good way for people to enjoy themselves and something, you know, it's an alternate source to a contest.
Stab in the Dark premieres tonight.
The Stab in the Dark All-Star Edition, starring Jordy Smith, Mick Fanning, and Dane Reynolds, premieres on December 2nd at the Surf Jack Hotel in Honolulu. The doors open at 6 and the premiere starts at 7. For those of you who aren't in Hawaii, there'll be a one-time live screening around the world on stabmag.com. We can't stress this enough. If you're worried about spoilers, tune in. For dates and times, look below.
Karina Rozunko is nominated for the Best Style at Surfer Awards, and I had the chance to catch up with one of the Queens of Style. So we're here at Chance Reef. We're gonna meet up with San Clemente's own Karina Rozunko. We're gonna have a small interview and then we're gonna surf together. I'm pretty impatient. A board from my country, Basque Country, Pukas, yeah! They run too fast. I need a sick one or one with just one leg. So, tell me what brings you to the North Shore.
Vans is putting on a lot of events here, so come here to give some high fives and premiering Doll Riot, which is coming out on the 12th online, which I'm super stoked about.
Tell us about Doll Riot. Tell us a lot. Music, art, filmer, director.
Girl from Home, Tedessa O'Connor, it did a song in it. Noah Dean has 2 songs in it. Jimmy Jazz filmed it in Bali. It was all filmed in Bali. We went on this trip to Desert Point. Ozzy Wright did some drawings while we were over there, so that was special. Let's do it. I think we're gonna have a good session.
Yes, let's do it. important is the style in your surfing?
Longboarding or any surfing in general, I feel like that's such a key element. You could surf a wave all you want, but I feel like it's really important how you show yourself, and it really shows like personality and everything and how people's styles are, so I think that's really special.
How important is style to your surfing?
It just depends. I feel like style to me is non-thought. And so I don't really think about it at all because I just feel like that's who you are and what you do.
You cannot really force it.
Style is a weird thing because I feel like you shouldn't think about what you do, but then it's like, oh, if you do think about it, then it's maybe that's why he has such great style.
It's T-minus 6 days before the Pipe Masters waiting period begins. We had the chance to catch up with world title contender Kolohe Andino at his house at Off the Wall.
So I guess I would rather go with John to the Olympics just because he's my friend, and to experience that with a friend would be rad. And I have his number, but I don't ever like text him and say what up. I'd say definitely like a world title for me is a lot more important than a gold medal. I think it'd be rad to win one for my country, but to win a world title it means you're the best surfer around the world in all conditions all year round. There's like a lot of things in my life that are like really, really good. And as weird as this sounds, like I get like a little bit depressed because I feel like, you know, like today the waves are, you know, 3 foot fun out here and I could be enjoying it, but I might be like looking at someone's like barrel they got at home or in Indonesia and be like, I could be there, like why am I here? Like, so yeah, I just enjoy life a lot more. It's like on my phone all day long. Like that can't be good for any success. Yeah, it allows put the work in and look where he's at. Seems like he surfs a lot, I know that, as much as I do, or maybe a little bit less. I would like to think we live in a world where the people who work the hardest succeed the most. Seems like it makes sense.
Let's step into our next segment, butter knife. We snagged the board from Mason, which is just behind you.
This is Mason's favorite 6'9".
What do you think about big boards and small waves?
It depends on how long it is, you know? So I feel like some people are just made to surf different alternative shapes. A longer board I feel like maybe is a more 70s style.
I just figured this season I'm gonna ride every board, even if it's flat, like even 4 boards a day. Just put pressure dings in all like my bigger boards. I just noticed the waves were getting smaller and smaller, and then my boards were getting bigger. Remember one day it got kind of fun at Rockies, it was all glassy and nice, and I was like, whoa, what one am I gonna ride? I'm like, oh, 6'9". Like, you usually just gotta surf with the wave. Like, you can't just surf how you wanna surf it, you know? And the board was just so good. I was like, I do one good turn, wow, or whoops, I was just like, my board's so good, I'm gonna hit that lip right there. I'm just like, whoop, boom, hit the lip and just, boom.
He's the best. It's like for entertainment, it's the best thing going. I saw a picture of him taking off 1 foot at a pipeline. It's like in a total dog pisser, just and then so it's entertaining. I love Mason because it's something fun and different to watch. That's the great part about it, because he could do anything at any time, anywhere. His excitement level that you get to see is probably as much, or if not more, than anybody.
Like, I like it when the bigger guys use bigger boards because their boards are even bigger, and you're just like, whoa, like, it looks just pretty, something about that long, like, it's like a long, shiny sword in a sword fight. Like, what do you want to watch? A big, 2 huge, shiny swords battling, or just 2 little short knives? Like, but that's cool too. Like, that's super cool. If you could just always show that you're kind of like surfing good on a big board, or just you could always swing a big board, I think you always like win some respect from everyone.
So it doesn't matter what you have as long as you're stoked. And so futuristic or past tense or whatever, he's just actually literally really enjoying himself. And so when you're really enjoying yourself, it's infectious, and then other people see that. And so no matter what Mason is, just his smile alone is gonna make you wanna ride the same board that he's riding.
This is just for the camera, I'm just gonna act gnarly. I'm gonna like let my girlfriend go with you on this, whatever you're gonna do. And she can't speak. She has no arms or legs or nothing to defend herself. Anything unnecessary like that? No. Okay, like barely that. I'm gonna let you do to my girlfriend. You guys are in big trouble if there's any cracks. But yeah, no, this is her. Meet her.
Let's go for kittens and lions.
My kitten is Instagram. Everyone just like worrying about what everyone else is doing and they're not focusing on themselves. And also I think you get like rabbit holed and just like waste your days away. My lion is Noah Beshin because I saw this video of him like at the last pipe swell just like eating it and like getting sick ones, and I was like, whoa, this is rad, like getting way sicker ones than I've ever got. So hitting it hard, I'm psyched for him.
Your kittens and lions, Nate.
Oh, yeah, I did the splits and hurt myself and pulled my the inside rotator cuff. And then the day before Thanksgiving, I went over to Dave Cantrell's house, boom, 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 made a sandwich. So then I grabbed the mayonnaise because I was making a sandwich, but I guess the mayonnaise was in there from the prior renters. Oh, God. So like a couple hours later, I just yacked all over the plate, pulled over and yacked on the side of the road. That was a kitten, yeah, spoiled me in the splits.
And the lion.
Be getting my kid's birthday party out of the way. A bunch of screaming kids, a piñata, all that was huge. So for me in my world, that was big.
My kitten this week is Stab's clickbait headline for our last episode of The Pickup, which Kelly Slater took issue with. The headline was Kelly Slater's Surf Camp for Losers. The takeaway from that post was that Kelly's actually gonna put his money where his mouth is and teach them how to win heats. My lion this week is Mason's three-legged, beautiful red-nosed pit bull Hurricane, who has bitten more pro surfers in the ass than probably any other dog on the planet. Have you ever gotten chased by that dog?
No, I've known Hurricane a long time now. It's only a three-legged dog I really know, so it's pretty trippy.
So thanks guys for watching us at the end of this episode, and don't forget to check out
The world premiere of Stab in the Dark tonight, 7 p.m. Hawaiian time, 9 p.m. LA, 4 p.m. Tuesday in Sydney, and midnight in New York City. We'll see you guys next episode.
Nathan. Any last words?
Bam!